You rightly mentioned that any change, when you try to bring it in the ecosystem, it has two forces. One is the willingness or the need within the organization, or secondary is the regulation from the RBI. For us, it was more of a need within the organization. So when we started initially, it was for a product in loan against properties. We wanted to experiment about the e-sign, and that's where we reached out to Leegality, and we liked the way smoothly this can be done. Somehow, because of the I think the adoption or the mindset or the procedures we had that point of time, we couldn't take it up in the loan against property. But then when we decided that we will do the eKYC piece, where the customer's presence is being then ensured, and the identity of the customer is something which is very important in the gold loan. So we thought that if I'm doing the eKYC, why can't I do the e-sign also using the biometric devices or the retina based devices there? And that's where then I think, like I mentioned, the success comes when you have the smooth execution as well as the buy-in from the business.
It was not about time, I believe. You get a right solution and you implement it. Okay. Sometimes it is a click, I believe. Okay. And you think that it is necessary. These are two things which prompt you to implement digitization. And digital implementation, I believe it is not enabler now. It is a differentiator. The way I see it, the way I discuss with him, and we discuss a lot. Okay, how to bring new technology, how to bring digitization in our process and our business. So the way we see it is like Leegality. Okay, when you brought this, we thought let's enable branches. Okay, in the process and discussion, we found out that it can make a big difference to how branches are working, how employees are approaching. If I remember earlier days, I get a sweat that people are gathering documents, people are trying to courier. After office hour also, they are sitting in the office and collecting documents and filing, and because there is a deadline to dispatch the things, and it is coming to HO. Numbers of people are sitting in the HO and cross checking that whether documents are sent which are in line, right, signatures are done, 16, 17, 18 pages documents are signed by customers. Even if it is a single page missed, we have to send it back, we have to get it back, make it right. So these things are gone now. So this is how we see that it is a different experience for the brand.
See, one is, I think, the domain expertise in this specific segment, the flexibility they offered to me as a part of multilingual, the agility I have seen, where if the requirement is given, typically the time to market is something defies the success of the product or the project. That was quick, effective, and like I mentioned, the experience was very, very smoother.
One obviously is a productivity enhancement. Second is ease of working and peace for our branch members, because they don't need to rethink once the transaction is completed. They don't need to look at the documents or something, because there is hardly any error in the document. I mean, there is zero error, because everything is coming from direct root of the data, and it is coming out in the agreement exactly where whatever it is. Okay, so peace for the branch members, and actually that gives more confidence and free time to our branches to be more productive, to serve customer happily, because once you are into different things, you tend to give less attention to your customer. You have to comply signatures, you have to gather the documents, you have to put it right in the file. So that thing, with that going away, our team members are giving right attention to customers. Once you are giving attention to customers, they'll give you more reference. They would be happily giving reference, I would say. Okay, because you are talking to them, you are asking them for tea, you have time to attend the customer. Once the signs are done through legality, we are 100% sure that it is signed by customer. So regulatory, you cannot be questioned because it is coming from direct source of the data. Okay, and it is authenticated.
Like the customer coming and saying कि सर आपकी चाय तो नहीं है पर मेरा लोन डिसबर्सल हो गया. So now that you can see that, right? It's not benchmark, but that's benchmark for us. That someone is saying कि before tea comes, my loan is getting disbursed. That's the biggest compliment anyone can have.
Sustainability also. Nowadays, environmental sustainability is also a great thing in most of the organization. You never know how many, paper printing legality has saved.
Important factor is having the agreements in a multilingual piece. So printing those applications in different languages, dispatching them to the branch in transit, whether those have been reached, not reached. Again, those documents getting signed manually, few pages being left which are without signature, then it becomes a compliance issue, governance issue. All these things are gone. See, one most is I have significant cost savings because all my these costs are gone around what I just explained about the printing and the storage. That is gone. My courier cost is gone. Biggest cost, my non-compliance cost is gone. I am no more worried. Me and my CBO both can have a peaceful sleep that I think the compliance has been taken care, which is the one of the most important thing in BFSI when you are listed or regulated, right? So that is something which is significant, and obviously because of this reduction in the entire process, the branch is doing more productive work and obviously doing more the business. I think similarity in thought process when it comes to the solutioning of a BFSI, problem solving. I think that is something we share as SBFC and Leegality, which is common.
What is that similarity?
Going, I think, understanding the problem and giving a very relevant solution. So there will be I think there are lot many partners, lot many solutions in the market, but when you have a partner who understands your problem and give very precise and effective and economical solution, I think that is where the Leegality plays a major role and share the similarity with the SBFC.